Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yuri puts her hand to her chest and starts feeling.
Almost like feeling her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine.
I'm sure you are. This right here, that's the expression of fine. If you ever see this in real life, you're in good hands.
That's the face of anxiety. I just need some water.
Yes.
She reaches into a bag, grabbing water, and spilling it all over the book. Now we can't read it!
I was gonna say, she reaches into her book and grabs some water. The water looked weirdly red.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom door.
What on earth was that about?
No, she just... Maybe she had to
back.
go take a leak to go back.
Did something happen just now?
No, maybe. Why do you keep questioning me?
Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
All I said is she reminded me of a serial killer, and then she freaked out. I don't understand.
So you don't know anything?
No. Monica, please help my denseness.
Sorry, I can't say I do.
I can't say I know
Are
anything.
you worried about her?
No.
Oh, no, not really.
I don't worry about anyone other than me.
I just want to make sure you didn't do anything to her. Because I couldn't forgive you if you did.
That seems like a threat there, Monica. Are you sure you're on my side?
No, nothing.
Alright, don't worry. I believe you, silly pose.
You fucking love that one.
This is my
Yuri
favorite
just
pose.
does that sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Why were you saying it like it was a worry thing? Alright, if you say so.
I'm just saying, if she had a JoJo stand, this would be her pose, and then summoning the JoJo stand. I'm just saying.
Anyway, why don't you start sharing our poems with each other? But you're just fucking left.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but she just kind of fucking left.
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? I mean, she might be a while, so I figured we'd start without her.
That seems reasonable.
Is that okay?
Not really.
I guess I should just ask. I stood up. I made a mental note of where I left my book. Then it slipped back into my bag.
I made a mental note, because that's the best way of keeping track of where you are in a book. Just remember where you are. It's so easy. Anyone can do it.
Absolutely, I said sarcastically.
Who should I share my poem with?
Yuri.
Man. Boy, does this feel awkward now.
One of them's gonna be left out.
Which one do you want to share?
Let's go with Monica.
Monica.
Hi again, a week to go back. How's the writing going?
We just talked to you. Anyways.
Alright, I guess. I'll take that. Reaching over, grabbing it.
I'll take that, and it's just like, take what?
As long as it's not going bad.
Oh, I understand now.
I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Are you saying my work hasn't been good?
Are you saying I'm not a masterpiece?
Ha 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 ha. I wouldn't count on that. You
never know.
Maybe you'll make something as good as this someday.
She's just like, slams a dictionary-sized novel onto the desk.
I meant like she's gesturing to the game world.
Oh, yeah. That would be even better.
I want to share what you wrote today. Here, sure.
Sure, here you go.
I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty bad.
Great
job,
Need to go back. Did you even read it?
I was getting the "oh" in my head while reading it. It's a real metaphor.
Metaphysical.
Physical. Hell, yes.
Metaphysical.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect that from something.
I didn't expect you to go with something so deep. Well, you see, I've been stealing my poems from Yuri recently. I mean, writing them at home.
Yeah, I didn't break into her house or anything. I guess I underestimated you.
I underestimate everything.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to keep up with everyone's expectations low. What?
You know what's funny? This statement right here is essentially how I went through all of high school.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to succeed if you keep everyone's expectations as low as possible.
Oh, you got a 60. Whoa, Chris, you got 100?
You got 100? That's amazing.
You put me in the class with everybody who doesn't want to work, so...
Like, I literally took the easy classes, not because I couldn't do the harder classes, but because why would I do the harder classes when I can get the same credit for doing the easier classes?
Because my degree will have the same thing as your degree, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
That way, it always counts when you put in some effort.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, that's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway.
It sure did.
You know what Yuri is like when this kind of writing, right? Her writing is full of imagination,
imagery, and symbolism. Like, sometimes a
Death
cigar is just a cigar.
The pipe is not a pipe.
Smart jokes for everyone.
So, I'm going to say this because my eyes have been keep getting drawn to it. And I'm like, I know there's something that's going to be like this and later.
Mm-hmm.
That chair in the closet.
Yeah.
We're going to have a character above that at some point.
Ooh, what an interesting idea. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you, Derek, but you're going to have to wait and find out.
I know.
I'm kidding. It never happens. It would have been a good one, though.
That would have been a good one.
Honestly, I think they should have put, like, Sayori hanging in the closet back there as, like, one of them.
Yeah.
Like, remove the, like, tip the chair over and have Sayori hanging in the background.
That would have been fucking
That would have
crazy.
been really good, but they never did it.
That's upsetting.
I know.
Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality.
What makes you say that? I told her she sounded like a serial killer, and then she turned into one.
Damn! I mean, it's a bad thing, though. It's not a bad thing, though.
I mean, that's what they say until
you become a serial killer.
That's what they all say until one of them goes and tries stealing some cars, and then they blame Grand Theft Auto for it.
But sometimes I just get the impression she's just totally given up on people.
I mean,
I
don't
blame her.
Yeah, like, I can't disagree with that thought process.
She's spent so much time in her own head. That's probably a lot more interesting place for her. Yeah.
Alright, maybe I do agree with her a bit then.
I mean, I'd rather live in the world I constructed in my mind than the real world.
Same.
In the one in my head, I'm a fucking god being.
You'd be amazed at what I can do in my head. The things I've gotten away with in there. High five.
But that's why I get so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness.
Oh, I'm glad you like that I'm kind to her.
I don't think she's used to being
indulged like that. I don't think she's used to having any type of feelings.
I don't think she has a family.
She must be really starved for social interaction. You know, starving for attention, as they say.
So don't blame her for coming on a little strongly.
Man, who are people that are starving for attention? TikTok stars. I knew. Like earlier.
You know that meme where it's the guy. There's two guys in front of a computer, and then like one does something on a computer, and the other guy goes, "Whoa!"
Yeah. That's a good one.
That one is so great. I think she's a little too stimulated. She might end up withdrawing and looking for some alone time. That's why she was smelling you.
That would make sense. As someone who doesn't do social interactions often, and then when I'm pulled into them, I'm just like, I want to leave this.
Yes. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri walks in.
Yuri walks in.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
You missed everything.
Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. There's no need to apologize, you pathetic piece of human.
There's no reason to apologize, but I expect an essay on my desk by noon.
You still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you could too.
You can take all the time you need.
Needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We made it made sense at the end.
We got there.
Alright.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, here's my poem. My poem now? Not really.
I like
this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
I do like how it turned out.
Save me.
Save me! Save me!
The colors, they won't bright be
The colors they want. Bright, beautiful colors. They're missing some of the letters.
I can see that.
Flashing.
Expecting, piercing, red, green, blue. And endless...
Yeah. Corporeal? I don't know that word.
Cacophony.
Cacophony, there you go.
Of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violet, giving...
Granting.
Granting... Worry, seeking, screaming, piercing... Sine, cosine, tangent! We are triangle! Look, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife in a breathing rib cage. Endless. Poem of meaningless.
I, too, tend to connect the dots between chalkboard and turntable to knife in ribcage, so I understand this poem.
100%. Cosine tangent. Delete her.
Delete her. Delete who? Who the fuck are we deleting? God, they gotta be more clear on this shit.
Oh, there's more static. I'm sorry, it was kind of a...
Sorry, I know it was kind of abstract. You goddamn right it was pose.
I'm trying to, delete her. Well, never mind.
Never mind.
You're mine alone.
Never mind.
There's no point in explaining.
Explaining what?
Okay, I'm just gonna turn off the game now. Bye!
I have 100 questions.
Anyway, here's Monica's tip for the day.
Sure.
Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision.
Okay.
Just delete the problem.
When this happens, don't forget to save your game. My what?
You never know when,
who am I talking
about? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Yes, we can.
Tell me you can hear me.
I just told you.
Anyway.
Anything? Please help me. Oh, man, I really don't want to, but alright. Okay.
That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
No, wait, I think I was supposed to help you. Wait, come back.
Who should we read the poem to next? Nobody. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go to the anime club.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go to the anime club. This is getting way too meta for me.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Natsuki. We'll save Yuri for last.
Natsuki.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Where's my hands?
Huh. I liked your last one better.
I know you would. I'm sorry. I fucked it up.
This is all Chris's fault.
It really is. I'm really sorry about it.
Really? Yeah, well, you're a little daring with this one.
I did get a little daring with this one.
It was all about suicide and death and shit. But you really not good enough for this yet? I fell flat. That might be true. I just wanted to try something different.
Yeah, well, don't ever.
I'm still figuring out this all the time.
Never approve on anything ever.
Fair enough. You're still new at this, so you're a fucking scrub. You're figuring out your writing style or whatever?
Yes, or whatever.
I mean, everyone in the club writes a little different than each other.
They sure do, Natsuki.
Maybe you should get a little inference from all of us.
Maybe I should get a little inference for myself
and
come up
internet.
with my own fucking style.
Maybe I should just go use the internet. For example...
For instance...
I noticed that you spent more time with Yuri today.
I sure did.
You're a little jealous. Not that I care who you spend your time with.
I'm sure you don't.
Oh, you're so adorable. After all, you're such a tsundere. I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. From my father, who's an
Yeah. So it's not like I was
waiting for you or anything.
Ah, man. She was waiting for us.
Of course. Still, you should at least look over my poem.
See, this is what I mean when I'm like, I really fucked it up. If this was the third day, she'd be a lot more upset about this. Because it would have been 2 days in a row we spent with her, and then the last day we didn't.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And we get a different level of oof to the words.
She's just like, oh, why would you do that? I thought we were bonding.
Yeah, essentially, man. It's a good one, and I totally looked it. I'm so upset about this.
You'd probably be able to learn something from it.
I'll probably show Derek it later after we finish this game. Ooh, armors like spiders.
You know what I hear from Amy? Amy likes spiders. Oh, we're talking about Amy again.
Yeah, that happens.
That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Amy, I hear her singing to my favorite love song Every time she sung the chords, my heart pounds, but the rhythm and the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I can't be friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so hands are probably gross. That's why I can't be friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks to spiders like a fucking crazy person. What if her friends start to like spiders too? I don't know why. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anybody. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna tell everybody.
This right here is the absolute epitome of fucking Twitter people.
It's better off without this person.
All the fucking, like, every time someone artist, right, like, posts some art on Twitter and someone goes off like this about the fucking imagery on Twitter, all I can ever think is to post the fucking, video of Patrick from SpongeBob going, "Take it easy, it's just a drawing."
Yeah.
Every time.
Not bad, right?
It's pretty bad. I mean,
it's quite longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short.
Yeah, I hated it. I didn't at all throw it together in 26 seconds.
Like I did. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think it was this bad as I could do. Of course not.
Of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
Is it?
Amy hates spiders. I doubt I have to explain it.
I have to explain it.
Anybody would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Yes.
Sound like you. Everybody has this sort of hobbies and weird hobbies and guilty pleasures.
Yeah, like Derek and his stupid Dungeons and Dicking and fucking...
Yes, I love Dungeons and Dickings.
That's what I always call it, and because there were guys I used to work with, and they'd always be like, "You want to play Dungeons and Dragons with us?" I'm like, "No, I don't play Dungeons and Dickings."
Yeah, it's only Dungeons and Dickings when you're doing it with a bunch of girls.
Mm-hmm. No, it's Dungeons and Dickings when it's only dudes.
And you actually have a dungeon. But we're not rolling dice, Chris.
No, we're never rolling dice.
And there's a lot of lube that's purchased every week.
And there's a lot of dickings going on. Guilty pleasure.
Sometimes, some things that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. Like my dad, he beats me all the time. But anyway, that just makes people stupid.
Like literally any of my hobbies ever.
Who cares if somebody likes what somebody likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone. Doesn't that make them happy?
Natsuki's still my favorite.
She is honestly the best girl in this.
Yeah. I'll get to it once we actually get to the end of the game, because I got things to say about all the characters.
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
I agree with you.
Like weird blood books. Such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully not name.
I will respectfully not name.
There's only two other girls, though.
I know. I love the level of, like...
when there's 4 people in the club, but there's only 2.
But I love the level of, like, acknowledgement of just, like, these 2 fucking bitches hate my hobbies for no fucking reason and make fun of me for no reason about it. But I'm still their friend because I have to be.
Because they're good enough to me normally. What's kind of ironic is that in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me.
Yeah, I always feel bad for Natsuki.
Jeez, why does it make me... Why... Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do?
I didn't say shit.
From what it's worth, I respect you.
Me and my house. I didn't say shit.
I just live here. Chris's response. I just live here.
I just live here, man.
That's my favorite response at work. I just work here, man.
I just work here, man. I don't know what you want from me.
So I work with all women. So there's 4 women and 2 guys in my building.
Yeah.
And I literally say to the guy, like, almost all the time, it's just like, dude, I just work here. And it got to the point where now he's saying it too.
Nice.
It's just like, yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Not even just him, like most of the people I work with. I just work here.
For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess. Thanks. It's kind of obvious you respect Yuri more.
I mean, you might have... Well, in this case, you actually don't have a point, because it's exactly even.
Whatever. We're done sharing, so I can leave you now.
Bye, Natsuki. Always
Dude,
a
you
pleasure.
fucked it up, man.
Always a pleasure.
Who should
I
we
know
share
I
with
made her
next?
very upset.
I've been waiting for this.
I've
Read
been
my
waiting
blood
for
cult.
a long time.
Let's see what you've written today.
Let's see what I've written today.
Stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? I need to go back. How could you pick up this so quickly? Like yesterday, I was just telling you what kind of a technique's worth practicing, and now you've written the most amazing things. Maybe that's why you got a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagination.
Imagination.
She visually swallows. Even her hands appear to be sweaty. Pump spaghetti.
She visually swallows. What did she swallow? Hold on, I need more information.
Context! It makes me so happy. It's so amazing that I feel validated. You need to go back. Everything you write is a treasure to me.
Okay, that's alright.
Pounds is just holding it back. I just want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad? We need to go back.
I think so. I think this is what we would consider danger territory.
Danger. I'm not being weird, right?
No, of course not. No.
I'm just having a hard time, or harder time than normal to conceal my emotions.
Okay.
I'm kind of embarrassed.
Yep.
Right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
Okay.
Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning, an axis, grinding, bullhead, literal gearbox, falling skies, seven holy strakes, a diving boat ship, a portal to another world, thin rope tied to the end of a thick rope.
Okay.
Iron harness. Periodic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time collected by slipping cog wheels.
Okay.
Existence of God. Swimming with an open water in the all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in a time-devouring snake with human eyes.
Okay.
A thread connecting all living humans' eyes. A kaleidoscope. A kaleidoscope.
A kaleidoscope.
Of holy state.
A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks.
An expression.
Oh, maybe I'm...
Sky of exploding size. A god dissolving the existence of gods. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears in a turning clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks. Every time seconds. A bullhead of holy stakes to try to existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayers connecting a sky of 40 gears and a human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearboxes. Breathing bullheads. Breathing ships. Breathing portals. Breathing snakes. Breathing gods. Breathing blood. Breathing holy spheres. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayers. Breathing sky. Breathing wheels. Okay, I need to grab a drink.
Alright. I think we'll just end it here then. We'll pick it up in the next part with you guys then. Peace.